Hello, Rich and Jamil Ali. Sorry for the background noise. I'm doing laundry because I had to wash some wool socks because we're heading into some polar temperatures here in Minnesota and all my wool socks were dirty. So that is my dryer that you guys are hearing behind me. Just gotta make sure my phone is charging. It's looking really low. Oh crap. Okay. All right. Rated Rich, Jamil Ali, Brandon Preacher Green. Hello. Rated Frog, you are not first today, but you have been first before. Young Chazi, good to see you. Caprian Powell is here. Hello. All right. Let me get you guys a poll question. I just thought of it like a minute ago. Okay, let's do this. Poll question number 1. Guess my favorite Daniel Craig Bond movie. Oops. Where is my popcorn emoji? Are you cooking tonight? Yes, I will be cooking tonight, but I'm getting a poll question in first. Is it, boy oh boy, Quantum of Solace, Skyfall, Spectre, or Casino Royale? I switched one of them. All right, there you go. There's your poll question. Guess my favorite Daniel Craig Bond movie. James Bond. I should have put James Bond in there. I hope you guys can understand what that means. Daniel Craig Bond movie. Rated Frog Hannah, I can't believe Rachel was streaming yesterday. I didn't have notifications on, but as soon as I saw her, I knew it was her. Yep, she's back. She's back. Chazi, a lot of people have asked if I would put out a vegan cookbook. I mean, I wouldn't ever shoot it down and say no. I don't have any immediate plans like in the next year, but I mean, who knows? Maybe one day. Yes, West Philly Black. No guarantee that the Vikings would be going to the Super Bowl because, I mean, one person can't carry a whole team, but I think we would have done better if we had kept Arnold. Also, I'm just gonna check my charging really quick. Hopefully this doesn't disturb you guys. Okay, there we go. All right, so I'm gonna get started. I'm gonna make some quinoa tonight, like usual, because I'm out. Tommy Brown Jr., good to see you. How are you? Making some quinoa. Tonight is my midweek catch up on chores. Rated Frog Hannah, I got membership for another month. I don't know how, because you weren't streaming, then I got a notification. I actually think that happened because this one user who's super supportive of my channel, his name is Pavlo Fedorov. He gifted so many hundreds of memberships that there weren't enough people at my live streams to gift them to. So I think that when someone gifts hundreds and hundreds of memberships, like he gifted, I think 400 one night, I think that those gifted memberships like stay in a queue on the channel and then they'll just eventually make their way to somebody like you. So that's my theory about those memberships. Christian Josiah, welcome, welcome. Doing a Daniel fast right now. I don't know what a Daniel fast is, but good luck. Tommy Brown Jr. is guessing Casino Royale. What's that awesome shirt you're wearing? I thought someone might mention it. So this was this amazing concert that I went to. I can't believe this is gonna be 5 years ago, guys. Like, time is flying. But this was the Hella Mega Tour where it was Green Day, Fall Out Boy, and Weezer. And the three of them teamed up and they went on tour. And I went to see them with my sister in August of 2021. This is what the back looks like. So you can kind of see it. But yeah, this is a concert tee from the Hella Mega Tour. It was amazing. So amazing. I loved it so much. Worth every penny. Ultra Goku, hello. Chris is here. Do everyone got food and water prepared? I mean, yeah, I have some. Not for a zombie apocalypse or anything, but I could make it probably, like right now, if the zombie apocalypse broke out right now at 8:06 p.m. Central Time here in the United States, and like I couldn't get to a grocery store and I was pretty much like stuck where I was, I think I could maybe survive 2 weeks. Because I've got some pantry items, I've got some beverages, I've got like peanut butter and almond butter, but I do have food and water prepared, since you're asking. NC says sick! Yeah, it was sick, it was amazing. Mario Rojas, what protein powder am I using? I don't use protein powder. Get as much as you can before the winter. Oh, it's been winter for a while. I live in winter wonderland, Goku. I live in Minnesota. It's been winter for months. Chazi, whichever Daniel Craig James Bond movie where he comes out of the water in his Daisy Dukes. I mean, doesn't he do that in like every movie at some point? He's like swimming in a pool, or he's at some hotel, or he's at the beach, or he's in, I don't even know, some European, Italian villa. Like, there's just, I feel like there's never a missed opportunity to see whoever Mr. James Bond is coming out of the water. Mario says, got it. Andrew, ooh, my eyes are a little dry. Hello, thank you. I'm not a doctor, nor have I ever claimed to be, but hello, Andrew. All right, guys, so I will be cooking some quinoa. I hope you guys can hear me over my dryer. It's really loud, but tonight was laundry night. I need clothes for tomorrow because I have to commute and it's gonna be like sub-zero. So yes, that is my dryer. All right, 1 cup of uncooked quinoa, which is like another, it's like a rice alternative. It's another starch you can eat. It's a complete protein. I eat this stuff almost every single day along with tofu for lots of plant-based protein. This is the quinoa that I buy at Target. It's the Good and Gather organic brand quinoa. This is what it looks like in the package. This is 3 pounds. Hannah, do you remember when the elementary school, I don't know which one that was. Oh, CL is here. I see CL is modding. Awesome, awesome. Toxic Mayhem. Sub-zero. It was like 71 today, tomorrow. Well, yeah, because you're in SoCal. I'm like in northern USA. It's very cold up here. Oh my gosh. What did they decide? I don't know. The comp. Okay. I haven't really been following the news, so I don't know. I am oblivious. All right, I'm gonna turn this over here a little bit so you guys can see me rinsing my quinoa. I like to rinse it for a couple minutes. How was your day? Are you tired? And you're tired now? I'm not tired. It's funny how anytime you yawn, people are like, oh, you're so tired, you need to sleep. And it's like, I feel fine. I got a lot of sleep last night. I had a good day. My days are all mixed up this week though because I didn't work on Monday because I had Martin Luther King Jr. Day off of work. So today felt like Tuesday because it's the second work day of the week for me, even though it's Wednesday. Happy life. I'm liking all the new t-shirts. Yeah. Woo. Gotta cycle through the t-shirts. Toasty, Kurt, thank you so much. Matt Acoustic, sorry I didn't say hi to you earlier. Michael Danger. Quinoa. Quinoa. Oh, you've been saying quinoa. Oh no. Toasty. I ate some injera today with some delicious spinach. Ooh, spinach, carrots, and chickpeas. Oh my gosh, that sounds like a dream. Super healthy too. Christian Josiah. Oh, interesting. I've never heard of that before. A Daniel fast. Wow. Okay, wait. I do know some things about Daniel from the Bible. I was listening to this one sermon and the preacher was talking about Daniel, and he was at some king's feast, I want to say, and Daniel decided to abstain from eating like the king's food and meat and all this other stuff, and he decided to only eat like vegetables. So I'm super intrigued by the Daniel fast because I have a feeling that would be maybe doable for me. I need to Google this. All right, CL is here, Katie is here, Katie Lowe, good to see you. We got 51 people. Hello, 51 people. Andrew, thanks for gifting me access to membership status. If you are in green, it means you're a member of the channel. So please, you guys, please go watch the member content. I literally posted a member-only vlog that's 10 minutes long today, and it's about what I did the weekend before Christmas. So you guys should go check that out. Members only. Only members can see it. Andrew, Katie, CL. Seems like we might be trying to head into topics that Hannah would prefer to keep off her channel. Let's avoid politics and religion. Yeah, I don't mind like a little bit, like if it's like there can be like a passing mention of religion, of religious stuff. But if it's getting into like quoting Bible verses, like then definitely don't do that. Just learned that Ethiopia follows its own calendar. Yep. Oh yes, they have a different calendar. And they have a 13th month, believe it or not. How cool is that? I low-key wish I could have been born in a 13th month because 13 is my lucky number. All right. Let's get this quinoa ready. Hello, Andrew. Good to see you as well. Hope you and your fam are doing good. Thank you, Kurt. Matt Acoustic, I just arrived. Must have been an imposter earlier. Chris says I have to work tomorrow and Friday and then 3-day weekend because of the ice storm coming. They closed the school this Monday coming up due to icy road conditions. Makes sense. Hello, Wesley. Good to see you. Yes, Rich, you found the new member emoji. Although, you know what? I have to say I don't like how it's showing up because I feel like it's a little hard to see. I want to give it a white background because at least on mobile, it's like transparent, so it kind of looks a little like, what is that? But yes, there is a new member emoji that I added today. Jonathan, Trojan Horse, Jonathan, I've got stones, welcome back. Marcio, Mad Acoustic, I'm on the Dave diet, 4 meat pizzas 7 days a week, nice. Awesome, awesome. I'm making quinoa, Toxic Mayhem. Christian Josiah, honestly I'm loving it and I'm considering going fully vegan. Yes, I love it. Cool. White Lightning, hey, do you get thunder, snow up there? I don't know if we do. I've never heard of such a thing. Wesley, let's see. Toasty Hannah, you will reach 100K subscribers this year. My crystal ball has all the answers. I hope I can reach 100K subscribers this year. That would be so cool. Jonathan with the Martha emoji. Rich says, yes, it's hard to see. Yeah, like on desktop it looks great, but without that white background behind the Starbucks like siren, it looks very like transparent and like hard to make out. So I'll fix that. I could fix that tonight too on this live. Chris, Quinton, thank you so much. Is the Ethiopian calendar a lunar calendar? Actually, I don't know that. I would have to Google it. I'm not trying to get into religion at all. It's actually more spiritual, but my point is I'm loving the fruits and veggies only, which is why I'm considering going fully vegan. That's so cool. Yeah, I mean, I think all diets are valid. I'm vegan, but I don't put veganism like above other diets. I think people have to eat what works for them. So I don't like make judgments about what other people eat, and I'm not trying to convert people to veganism either. It does make me happy though when I hear about people trying out plant-based stuff, trying out vegetarianism, veganism, discovering new plant-based dishes, and they're like, oh, I really like it, and I might try doing veganism or whatever. I'm like, that's great, because it's sad when I hear about people trying any kind of new diet and they're really struggling with it. Happy Wednesday, Jonathan. Beetroot, blueberries, and pineapples. Oh my god, those all sound so good right now. Cardale Horton. Chelsea won today. Yeah, if it's not EPL, I don't know about it. So I'm happy for them. I definitely did not watch it. Any meals you recommend for vegans? I mean, I don't know about meals, but in terms of cuisines, my go-to cuisines are Ethiopian cuisine, Indian cuisine, Chinese cuisine, Thai cuisine. Like I would say any of the Asian cuisines are pretty solid. Middle Eastern, like I would say falafel and hummus. So much protein, like a nice falafel bowl with rice pilaf, veggies, tahini, hummus, tomatoes, lettuce, ooh, cucumber, so good. Marcio with the Ace Ventura emojis, nice. Evo, hard to please guy. Shaika, Andrew, wishing you fruitful day ahead. Going to work 9 to 5 p.m. Oh wow, you must be somewhere far away, because right now it's 8:19 p.m. my time. Shaika, Asian, yes. I would say, very generally speaking, Asian cuisines are so good at vegetarian and vegan options. It's so easy and it's so delicious. You don't have to try hard to eat well in so many Asian cuisines. I feel like almost all of them have a good option, at least one good option. Big Haas is here. William Berry is guessing Casino Royale. Dr. Hugo Felipe from Chile. Saludos. All right, I'm realizing I have to filter some water before I put water in here. So I'm gonna fill up my water tank and filter some water. Yes, Glitchy Archive. These are real freckles. I get asked that a ton on here. Yes, Tomcat. I'm rooting for Seattle. Woo! Yes, yes, yes. I love Sam Darnold and I want the Seattle Seahawks to win the Super Bowl so bad. Justice for Sam. After the Vikings discarded him like garbage. We're such clowns. Oh, so annoying. But also so great for him. Alright, so I'm going to filter some water and then put that in the quinoa so that I can boil it on my stove. And while that is waiting, I'm actually going to prep some tofu cubes just to have them at the ready. So this is my tofu press. Hope it was sealed. But I like to press firm tofu every now and then just have little pieces of tofu that I can throw in salads and other dishes. So while the water is filtering, I'm gonna cube up some tofu. Let's see, you think I'll pull an alternative baddie this year? I don't know what that means. Why are you asking? Arsen amert is that juice. So what you're seeing down here is actually the liquid from my tofu that I pressed. It's been in my fridge overnight. So, I don't know, it's been a while since I featured this on my channel. I'm gonna go get a container. Shaika, is the quinoa same calories of rice? I don't know, you'd have to compare the labels because I don't eat rice nearly as often as I eat quinoa. Good question though. All right, time to release the tofu. So there's the top of my tofu press and it has Tofu D on it. That's the name of the brand. Actually, let me just take this out. I knew you would comment, Yaba. I know you hate the sound of my laundry machine, my washer and dryer machines, but it's laundry night. Yaba, please forgive me. It's so funny, when I was starting my laundry earlier tonight, I was like, oh, Yaba's gonna give me such a hard time. And the reason why I had to do laundry tonight is because all of my like thick winter wool socks were in the laundry hamper, and I have to commute to work tomorrow. Like, I'm hybrid, so some of the time I have to commute in. I have to commute into the office tomorrow, and it's gonna be cold. So I was like, I mean, I've been wearing wool socks all week because it's been cold. But I was like, I gotta do laundry tonight because I don't have any clean wool socks that I can wear on my way to work tomorrow. And it's not like I have to walk that far, but even just being outside for a little bit is not fun at all. So, wool socks in the dryer. I'd eat it, it looks okay, says Arson. Yeah, honestly, I grew up thinking tofu was really weird and kind of a laughing stock of anyone's kitchen. It's like, God, why would you eat that weird patty thing of soybeans? It's so weird. It's so, tasteless. I was a tofu hater growing up. I thought it was super weird. But now I eat it every single day. It's a wonderful source of protein. if you're plant-based, if you don't eat meat. And it's pretty inexpensive too, so I love it. All right. I think it's fun how you can see the Tofu Press logo, Tofu D, on the block of tofu. Tomcat, what, if anything, is too serious to be joked about? Oh, many things, many things. Oh my goodness. I would say any type of like mass atrocity, pick one from history. To me, my personal rule of life forever, like my whole life, one of my like key rules of life is never, ever, ever disrespect or disparage dead people, like people who have passed away. But like, if we're gonna, so that means like be respectful when you're in a cemetery, don't speak horribly about someone who's passed away. It's just, I feel like you're inviting trouble when you do that anyways. But like, if you go one step further and it's not only people who have passed away, but people who have been unalived en masse in a absolutely horrific way, and this has been done throughout history in practically every nation, unfortunately. It's like, I cannot speak of anything that serious with any kind of humor or jokiness or anything like that. It's like, no. Like, that is beyond joking about. Like, anyone who perished in something like that, like any kind of genocide, any kind of horrific situation like that, I will not touch it with any kind of goofy, lighthearted humor. No way. You can get your protein from veggies and other sources, of course. Oh yeah. The plant kingdom is filled with protein sources. Despite what lies are out there about not getting enough protein if you're plant-based. CL says, Hannah, have you seen Mary's test kitchen experiments with making tofu from every bean and seed? Every bean and seed. I don't think I've heard of that actually. That's cool though, CL. All right, tofu is patted dry. Let's see. Gurjeet is here. Abraham, yes, I need the wool socks. Under the sun. Shaik, I don't like to make jokes about dead people. Yeah, same. Only respect. Only respect. Trillmatic is here. Good to see you. Runs with raptors. No speaking bad about others, I agree, yes. I mean, in general, yeah, don't speak negatively about other people, dead or alive. Like, just as a rule of living, just, if you don't have anything nice to say about someone, don't say anything at all. It's just, yeah, just keep the mean comments to yourself. Hello Hassan, Shaika, Jonathan. Weather outside is cold in Minnesota. How should I do this? Let's see. Lendl Jr. I didn't hear about that. Hassan making quinoa tonight. Nicole is back from school. King, Alpha Male King, I'm rooting for Seattle as well. Yes, yes, yes. Let's see. Mark Liv is here. Good to see you. Sent it 100. Thank you, Mark. I got overlooked. Says Ernest, yeah, I did not even see you. I don't know where you were earlier in the chat, but I did not even see you. But hello. DG, thank you so much. Yes, it's Green Day, Fall Out Boy, and Weezer. I got to see them here in Minneapolis in August 2021 for the Hella Mega Tour. It was amazing. Worth every penny that we paid to go. So incredible live, all three of them. Thanks, Jonathan. Rich says if Seattle wins, people can stop calling him Same Darnold. Mm-hmm. Yep. Totally. Let's see. Don't they sing that song in Shrek 1? Not sure. Mark, I also have to give you a shout out for the 100. So let me get you on my list. Ooh. All right. Oh, Mark Livis said no. Bye, Mark. Runs with Raptors. Do you follow a certain diet? I'm vegan, so yes, I follow a vegan diet, and I also, there's just stuff I've cut out at this point. I don't eat fried food anymore. I don't eat hardly any sugar, like added sugar anymore. Yeah, I've really been cutting back on like ultra processed foods. Oh, look, the dryer is done. Now I don't have to shout over it anymore. But yes, I follow a vegan diet. I would call it a whole foods vegan diet. Like really trying to, like, I am trying so hard to eliminate all processed, like ultra processed foods from my diet. I'd say with the exception of tofu, because you could say this is processed, but it is like just a block of protein, which you need. I don't have a problem with tofu. It's really just, it's like processed grains where it's like the sugar, the refined starches, all that stuff. Trying to get rid of all of it. Let's see. Christian Josiah Boykin, I thought so. You can get protein from vegetables. Oh yeah, so many vegetables and plants in general. I would say your best bet for protein in terms of plant food is legumes. So beans and nuts, seeds. DG, okay. Shaika, we want more cooking vlogs. There's one coming soon. I'm actually waiting on the brand to get back to me because I signed a brand collab contract with them, and part of the contract was that I send a video draft to them, and then they come back to me and say it's good to go, or they come back and give me edits. So I sent the draft to them last week, and I haven't heard back yet. So I'm not gonna publish that one until they say it looks good. But there is a recipe video coming soon. Don't worry. Shaika, happy life. Morphin, yay, you're a member too. Everybody who's a member, please go to my channel and check out the newest member-only video that I uploaded. It's called From the Vault Christmas Weekend 2025. It's a video, it's a vlog of what I did the weekend before Christmas last month. Only members can view it, so go check that out. I posted it today. Shaika, I drink, wow, DG, oh my goodness. I drink almond milk. I'm happy to show you in just a second. DG, here's a little gift. Hope it helps you on your way to 100K subs. Oh my God, what a sweet comment. Thank you so much. Gotcha, DG. I appreciate that so much. Let me make sure to get you on my dono list. I also feel kind of like toasty in here. I gotta check my thermostat. 1 second, guys. 1 second. It is hot in here. I knew it. Ooh. Okay. Maybe it's also my dryer because that gives off heat. Okay, someone, was it Shaika who, sorry, I'm a little behind here, guys. Give me 1 second. It was Shaika who asked if I drink milk. So I drink almond milk. People like to give me crap about, you can't milk an almond. Almonds don't have udders. Yes, I understand. Okay, it's like we all want, those of us who don't drink dairy, we just want something that is like a dairy beverage, but it's not dairy. So this is the milk. It's a nut, like almond. There's different ways you can make plant-based milk. So this one is made with almonds. This is the one I prefer. I like the taste of it. Honestly, sometimes I just drink right out of the carton because I love how it tastes. But there's hemp milk, there's coconut milk, there's soy milk, there's oat milk, there's hazelnut milk, cashew milk. I mean, there's other ones I'm sure I'm forgetting, but yeah. This is the dairy-free milk that I drink. Cassidy, so good to see you. Hope you had a great Wednesday. Only 2 more days. Yes, Cassidy, I know. Also, Cassidy, make sure to go check out my Christmas vlog. Since you're such a Christmas girly, I posted a members only Christmas vlog today. And it's all of the things that I did, like all the outings that I did the weekend before Christmas. I think you'll enjoy. Runs with Raptors, do you know what Etal is? No. Mateo, good to see you. Hello. Charisse Brewster, Handle. I don't know. I haven't eaten Cheetos probably in 20 years, probably more. I can't, I mean, I would have had to have been in like middle school. I don't even think I ate them in high school. Broccoli is protein. We should check this because I'm sure it has some protein. I eat a lot of broccoli actually. So I eat broccoli florets. I just get the frozen kind because it's like way cheaper than fresh. Look at that. It has 3 grams of protein. This might be hard to see, but if you check right there, protein, 3 grams. Yes. Plant-based protein. I wear paper hats, says Mateo. Hello, Todd Long, good to see you. Shaika, yep, I don't eat bread and toast. Yeah, at this point, I mean, rarely I will, but I really try to steer clear of processed grains, anything that's gonna spike blood sugar levels. Like, I wanna be able to look at what I'm eating and everything pretty much is a whole foods ingredient. So I can see, you know, the quinoa, like I can see all the whole quinoa. I can see like the vegetables I've used. I can see the dressing that's made with olive oil and salt and pepper. Like, I just want a plate to look as whole foods as possible when I'm eating. Devil faces, I like Whoppers. Mateo, Rich, I wanted to say thank you again to DG. Thank you so much for the dono, DG. You are so sweet. I really hope I can make it to 100K subs this year. We shall see. Also too, I wanted to use the Dono Wow since I don't know if anybody else used it, but the Dono Wow member emoji is there so that you can react to people's donations. Oh man. All right, Shaika, so nice. I love the snow. Thank you, Wesley. I'm glad you like the bloopers. I have a blooper reel in the works. It's from this brand collab that is like kind of in a holding pattern. I'm waiting for the brand to get back to me with the green light that I can post it. But I have all of these outtakes from this brand collab video that's like waiting to be published. So stay tuned, members. There's a blooper reel for you coming soon. Tomcat, do you have any interest in stocks? Oh, I invest in stocks every single month. Yes, I love personal finance, and yeah, I invest in Fortune 500 companies. I buy individual stocks, but I also like to buy like ETFs and mutual funds, which are like a big basket of a bunch of different companies, so that if one company dies, the whole basket will still stay alive because there's other companies in it. But yes, I am not a day trader. I buy to hold forever. So I do not sell my stocks. I don't sell my mutual funds. I don't sell my ETFs. I don't sell any of my investments. I buy them and I hold them forever because they pay dividends. So you're basically building yourself an ATM that's printing you money on a monthly basis. And the more you have and hold, the more money you earn in dividend income every month. So yes, I love stocks, but I do not mess around with any of that day trading nonsense. I buy my investments to hold for a lifetime and eventually pass down to my children. So hopefully their life can be easier than mine. Yabba, Hannah, next zombie horror apocalypse, Silence of the Dryer. That's so good. Micah, Wesley, CL, almond milk is actually pretty old in human history. I love that. That's so cool. I actually don't know anything about the history of dairy-free, like plant-based milks that people have made. I cook all my meals. I don't like fast food or eating out. I'll eat at a restaurant occasionally depending on where. This is me too. Christian Josiah Boykin. I don't eat any fast food aside from Chipotle. I mean, I would call that fast casual, not nearly as bad as McDonald's, but yeah, the thing is, I like I am so passionate about cooking and baking. I just have always thought it was really fun. It's super cost effective, and I like to feature it on my YouTube channel. So it's like 3 reasons to make nearly all of my meals at home. And too, like I've had this happen occasionally where I ordered something at a restaurant and then I had like some stomach upset or just felt kind of sick or weird afterward. And I was like, oh, you know what? I bet there was like some dairy in the sauce, or there was maybe some cross-contamination and whatever. It's like, I don't have any allergies, but the thing that I love about cooking for yourself at home, like you go to the grocery store, you follow the recipe, you have made the dish from start to finish from scratch. You know exactly what's in that dish. And the thing that's tricky about restaurants is you can order something, even like, you know, seemingly healthy things where it's like, oh, it's a veggie stew and it's got all this and that. The trouble is though, restaurants will often dump MSG and these artificial flavorings and tons of sugar into the dishes that they prepare because it makes them taste better. And it's like, yeah, that's nice, but also if there's a bunch of hidden ingredients, I don't really like that. So, you know, I still go out to eat every now and then, but at this point, I would say it's special occasions only because it's so expensive compared to what you can make for yourself at home. And I just prefer to know exactly what I'm eating. I feel my best when I'm eating really clean. Alexander, the almond milk is processed almonds. Micah, I didn't know broccoli is protein. Yes, it does have some protein. Kaylin, hello. Ital is Rastafarian diet. Never heard of it. Jonathan, yep, I work tomorrow. Who else is here? Coffee. Exuberant coffee is here. CL, not me finally figuring out what dono means tonight. Hey, better late than never. Now you know, CL. And you can use that dono member emoji because you're a member. And I gotta make a point to fix the Starbucks emoji because I want it to be able to show up clearly for you guys. Kaylin, Shaika, CL, Yaba, everybody saying hi. PFP is a profile picture, gotcha. Thank you, Shaika. I've been busy on my channel posting videos. Oops. Let's talk football clips, nice, love the username. Beasley, my favorite cake in the whole wide world is chocolate espresso cake. Hi, Tim Mackey, thank you so much. Just cutting up some tofu, although I should really get going with the quinoa over here. Cassidy says, hi, Rich, go Buckeyes. Yeah, Rich, I saw that you changed your profile picture to the Fighting Irish, I think, right? Is that the logo I'm seeing for your profile picture? Rich, Kaylin, I'm going to get 5 to 8 inches of snow. Whoa, Kaylin, OMG. How do you feel about this? And less than 1 inch on Sunday. Yeah, I was out today. I actually went for a run and there was a little bit of a snow flurry. I got caught out in it and I was like, whoa, what is this? I did not know this was coming. David Maratea is here. Hello, David. Rich says, yes, ma'am, it is the Fighting Irish. Fun fact, I toured Notre Dame as a school, as a college to potentially go to. And what's so funny is I got like nothing against a religious school. I think that's fine. But I remember showing up on the Notre Dame campus and I was like, it's so Catholic. I don't know if I can go to a school this Catholic. I just remember on the tour of Notre Dame, the tour guide pointed out Touchdown Jesus, and they were showing like all of these, you know, parts of the campus that were part of, you know, the Catholic, I don't know if it's called an order or whatever, but I was like, I'm feeling like an outsider here because not that you have to be Catholic to go to a Catholic school. Plenty of people go to Notre Dame and other Catholic schools who are not Catholic. But I was like, I can't relate to this. Like, this isn't my home religion. And I think it was just a bit too much for me personally that it put me off. So I passed on Notre Dame, but I did go on a tour of Notre Dame and I thought it was a really cool campus. I thought that the emphasis on athletics was really cool there. Okay, sorry, I didn't show you guys. Here is my chopped up firm tofu, and you can eat this stuff, like, you don't have to cook tofu. Like, you can just eat it as a snack. I would say what this most closely resembles for people who ask is, I would say this resembles dairy curds. Like, if you've ever had cottage cheese, I would say it's similar to cottage cheese. But yeah, you can eat tofu right out of the package. You don't have to cook it or anything. All right, let's put that over there. See what people are saying. Coffee says, Hannah, I love your shirt. Thanks. I picked this one out today because I honestly, like, I haven't worn it in a really long time and I thought people would enjoy this because it's so aggressive and hard rock and funny. And it's 3 of my favorite bands. Green Day is my all-time favorite band. Fall Out Boy is probably 2nd or 3rd. Weezer, I mean, they're not really high up there, but they fit with the genre. It was really fun. Such a memorable concert. CL, yeah, Touchdown Jesus, yes. There is this, I should just Google it, but I think there's this building on Notre Dame's campus. I'm just gonna Google Touchdown Jesus Notre Dame. Okay, so it's this mosaic. It's so goofy when you think about it, but it's this beautiful mosaic on the outside of a building on the Notre Dame campus. And in the mosaic, it is Jesus, and he's, he's like this, like, behold, it is I, Jesus Christ. But it's like this massive, he's like this, with like the halo and like all the sunbeams coming out. And it's just, I remember looking at that and I was like, oh my God. It was just so, I love that they call it that. I think for me personally, so again, not getting super into, like, I don't discuss religious views, but I like describing my biographical, stuff, like my history, just how I was raised. So I was raised Christian, not Catholic. And I was like, I think when I was looking at colleges, I was feeling like I wanted to go to a college that didn't have a super intense religious element. Like, I wanted to go to a more like secular college where like there wasn't, not that I dislike it, but I just was like, it's not like, for some people when they go to college, like they want a huge religious presence, like a missionary chapter, really strict rules for what women can do and men can do. But I personally like wasn't looking for that. Like that wasn't on my checklist when I was thinking about where I wanted to go to college and what my preferences were for campus life. So when I went to Notre Dame, I was like, it's a really good school, really competitive academically, amazing sports events, like always really cool sporting events to go to. It just was a bit too heavy on the religious element for me for a school. Like I grew up going to public school, so there was zero element of like religious curriculum in my school. We learned about like religions of the world, but there was no religion that was like taught at the school because it was I went to public schools. And I think that carried through to college where I was like, I'm just so used to having school be so separated from religious teachings that I don't, like when I was growing up, it was like go to public school, and then there was also like we went to church, and they were very separate. And I think when I got to the point of looking at colleges, I was like, yeah, I just don't think I want to combine those two. I'd rather just have school be school, and then whatever my religious life looks like is separated from school. Again, just personal preferences. Johnny Yescas is here. Should high school graduates go straight into culinary school? What a question. If they want to, I say go for it. Yes. Kaylin, not ready for the snow. I have plenty of food to eat. Excellent. Christian Josiah Boykin. I keep wanting to say Brooklyn. Christian Josiah Boykin. I got my tofu from one of the local grocery stores here in Minneapolis. Yeah, but any thoughts on new emojis you now have available? So I only had one more available emoji, Yaba, and I made the Starbucks emoji, if you check it out. Hannah is here, another Hannah. Hello. Drew Denzel, good to see you. This is our first biggest snowstorm of the year. Exciting, Kaylin. I'm so excited for you. Wesley says, something hurts me in my brain. Stakes is high. Hannah, wearing the old shirt she ever wore back in high school. I kid. No, because I got this in 2021. You can read it right there. 2021. That's when this tour was happening, and I was not in high school in 2021. I was not in high school 5 years ago. That would be crazy. I was in high school from 2008 to 2012. Long time ago. 860 Phantom. Happy life. I'm not a fan of snow and cold weather. I'm the opposite. I live for it. Even today, just being outside, it was really cold and windy. But looking around, I was like, this is so beautiful. I love this. It was like really pretty sunset colors too, with like kind of this cold front of clouds. and then like just billowing snow. And I was like, man, this is such a beautiful landscape. I love this. Wintertime makes me so happy. Coffee, talking to CL. CL says, show Hannah some love, hit like, and why not also subscribe? Thank you, CL. Cassie says, Hannah, try living in Notre Dame country. They are unbearable. Oh man. IU winning the championship is not sitting well with Notre Dame fans. I believe you, Cassidy. Aaron is here. No go to work for 1 year. Rob Faye, Minnesota looks cold. Oh yeah. This weekend, the temps are plummeting. Let's just look up the temperature forecast now for Minneapolis because it's been changing. But, ooh, oh no, even tomorrow. Yeah, we're on, Minnesota is under extreme cold watch. Tomorrow, the low is going to be -23. And Friday, the low is going to be, On Friday, the high temperature on Friday is going to be -12. And the low is going to be -24. Ooh. And this is true all weekend. On Friday, the high temp is -12. On Saturday, the high temperature is -5. And Sunday, the high temp is -1. Yay! So yeah, we got some cold weather coming in starting tomorrow. Oh, I didn't realize it was actually starting tomorrow. We'll survive though. It's been worse. Joe Salazar, happy hump day. Yes, indeed. Kaylin, thank you so much. I love this shirt too. These are some of my favorite bands. My all-time favorite band is Green Day. They absolutely killed it. I think it's such a privilege that I've gotten to see Green Day perform in real life at least once in my life. I mean, they were incredible. Just legends. Steaks Aside says, wait, not 2007 to 2011. No, 2008 to 2012. We're the same age, but you can be the same age, but in different grades. So I was early, like, I was an older student in my grade, but there's other 1993 babies who were like born in, say, February, March, that were in a grade above me. White lightning, we are having thunder snow. Ooh. So many places are getting an aurora borealis lately. I hope you get some pretty views. I've still never seen the northern lights in my life. CL, how crazy is that? Don't go directly into culinary school. Work in a trade first. Jose, where am I here? Jose, it's gonna be cold. Yep. Corey Nelson. Now Purdue football team needs national championship or just making it to bowl games. Mr. Peeps, thank you. Kaylin. I like the cold. It keeps the bugs away. Oh yes. I love the cold for so many reasons. It kills all the bugs and scary critters. They cannot survive. And it alleviates, I don't know if alleviates is the right word, but it basically eliminates the allergens that pop up in the warmer months. So I get like sneezy and itchy and like, little teary-eyed, scratchy eyes, in the springtime when there's different things in bloom. And I would say there's like just little bouts of allergies that I have from spring to fall. But once it's winter, all the stuff outside dies and there's no more pollen or allergens in the air. And I'm like, oh, it's so crisp and refreshing to be outside and you just know you're not going to be inhaling a bunch of pollen, a bunch of cottonwood, a bunch of ragweed. There's just not going to be like flies buzzing around. There's usually like wasps and hornets in my area. And I'm like, be gone. You can't survive wintertime. Cassie says, we got this. Imagine 90 and humid. Exactly. I would take a sub-zero day any day over 90 and humid. Ugh. NC is asking, are you running outside in -1? You know, looking at the temperatures, the reason why I ran today, usually Wednesdays, I don't run, it's usually a walking day. But I was looking at the temps today and then over the next several days, and I was like, ooh, I don't think I'm gonna run tomorrow because it's gonna be sub-zero. I prefer to run later in the day, and it's like the temps tomorrow and Friday are looking really bad. It sucks. Maybe Saturday, we'll see. But it gets to the point where it's so cold where I'm like, I can bundle for it, but the thing that's really tricky is when you bundle, like say you're wearing 5 layers of clothing, you have to be really careful because it's like you can start to sweat through all those layers because your body is getting so warm. But then when you're sweating through all those layers of clothes, that can also freeze. Like it's like you're sweating from the inside, but from the outside with all the cold air, it's also freezing your sweat. So then it's a matter of like, oh no, like if I'm sweating through my neck scarf, like that sweat is gonna turn to like ice, and now there's gonna be like ice frozen on my skin. So it's just like, I do my best and I try to stick with my running schedule, but if it's getting to the point of like, I'm seriously worried about frostbite, I'm really worried about exposing my skin, it's like painful and I'm getting, like my skin is numb and I can't feel my ears anymore. It's like, oh well, I can find another workout to do while I wait for the bitter cold to go away. All right, Jim, I'm in Minnesota. Smile Forever is here, saw the Northern Lights, very cool. Kirby, I'm doing well, how are you? Sorry, I'm behind here. Mr. Peeps, CL, Smile Forever, Jim, Paul Rivera, I'm a legend in my own mind, I love that. Kirby, NC, Rich with the Starbucks emojis, yes, I will fix that. I don't like how it's showing up on mobile. Paul Rivera, I love cold weather, but not this cold. Same. There's a point where it's like I can still go about my daily routine in cold temperatures I should say down to a point. But once we're getting to the point where the high of the day is -12, it's like, oh, this is so, you just don't want to be outside for prolonged periods of time because it's just like, why risk it over a quick jog when you could just figure out an at-home workout, you know? But yeah, it's so like, it's not usually this extreme. That's the thing. I love winter, and normally the temperatures are well above 0 and you can dress for it, no problem. But these temperatures where it's minus double digits and the high of the day is minus double digits, those are the days where you're like, yeah, I'm probably not gonna be outside at all or that long today. All right, Bishop Bullwinkle, I had a lovely day. Thank you for asking. How about you? Drew Denzel, -30 this weekend. Mother Nature needs a new thermostat quick. Not quite -30. That's not what I was seeing, but it's -24 on Friday, and the high is -12. Alexander, I drive to work, but I do lots of walking at work. Walking in the snow is easier than walking in mud like I was 2 weeks ago. Good point. Corey Nelson, your heat go up and no power outage because of the weather and no trees falling. Jose Guadalupe, yes, thank you, no allergies. Coffee, Rachie is still, I think, figuring out what her live stream days are gonna be. Get a treadmill, yeah, I just don't like running on treadmills. Brian, hello, thank you. Paul Rivera, Corey Nelson, LJV is in SoCal. Yaba says, Hannah, even at my age, the Northern Lights are still magic. I believe it. We're almost to 100 likes. We're also past the hour mark, so I'm gonna close this poll. Vote if you haven't yet, guys. Oh my goodness, Jack, yes, from Fiji, I remember you. You have very different weather than we do here in Minnesota. We have freezing cold weather here. Brian Bishop Winkle, I've never experienced negative temps, but I love hearing stories. Yeah, honestly, like, they're not terrible as long as you're not lingering outside for more than 10 minutes, I would say. I would say the way to survive negative double digits is bundle up, I would say wear at least 3 layers, but maybe even 4. Have a scarf, have a hood of some kind, cover your hands, wear wool socks, wear thermal boots, and then just don't be outside exposed to the cold for more than 10, maybe 15 minutes. Rachie and TT the cat, nice. All right, I'm gonna close the poll. You guys did good. This wasn't, well, I mean, it was still split, but for poll number 1, favorite Daniel Craig Bond movie, my favorite Daniel Craig James Bond movie is Casino Royale. I love it. I've had that soundtrack stuck in my head, the opening sequence, the whole like casino gambling, everyone's dressed to the nines, very fashionable, very sleek. I just love it. Yeah, so that is my favorite James Bond movie. All right, guys. I gotta get this quinoa cooked, so let's get a move on. I'm gonna add some vegan butter. Brian, yes, be for president. My rainbow quinoa is done. Ooh, boy, I haven't had rainbow quinoa in forever. So I'm gonna add 1 tablespoon of this country crock plant butter. I'm just gonna cut 1 of the tablespoon marks. I'll just do it through the paper. This is not cutting as cleanly as I thought it would. Ooh. All right, One Delish, hello. I've been cutting up some tofu, and now I'm making quinoa as per usual. This will come off. So here's some vegan butter, putting in there. And then I'm gonna put some water in here as well, but first I'm gonna add some salt and pepper. I think 1.5 teaspoons of salt, and then just eyeball the pepper. Coffee, Todd is here. Alexander, Roger Moore was the best James Bond. See, and I couldn't do the older Bonds, so my favorite is Daniel Craig. I guess I could have saved that for a part 2 trivia question, but I just told you. Nicole, is Nicole here? Maybe, I think I saw Nicole earlier. Oh, my eyes are just so dry today, my goodness. Whew. Okay. So, my favorite Morton's iodized salt. 1.5 teaspoons of this good stuff. And I do like salt. Need your electrolytes. And then pepper. Eric Dominguez, Skyfall is the best. I loved Skyfall too, yeah. I loved all of the Daniel Craig Bond movies except for Quantum of Solace. That one sucked. All right, 2 cups of water. One Delish, never was a movie person, sports only. Never was a movie person, sports only. That's a great salt. Yeah, I love Morton's iodized salt. I use it in everything. So here's two cups of water. Happy Life hot water. So this is probably like room temp water, and then I'm gonna boil this. So this is gonna go on the stove behind me, and I'll let it boil and then simmer for 15. And what else should I do? I feel like there was something else I was gonna do. You know what I should do actually is prep my lunch for tomorrow. Let's do that. While I'm here in the kitchen, this is looking pretty clean. Wesley, Corey Nelson, Goldfinger, Damon, Indiana Jones, Tiger Woods, I hope he makes a big comeback. So this will be fun, making my lunch for tomorrow. It's really nothing that fancy. The one and only, hello. Kirby says those back problems will always be there, unfortunately. Oh, are you talking about Tiger Woods? The Apprentice, I bet you need. Interesting. Andrew, Chelsea won tonight. I did hear this. Champions League, I think I heard this from either Rich or Yaba. But if it's not EPL, I don't watch it. It has to be EPL or World Cup, those two. First, let's do a little cleanup. Clean up my tofu press. So this is all the liquid that my tofu press pressed out of my firm block of tofu. Ooh, shoot, there goes my pepper. Dang it. Dang it. Coffee. Andrew says, just keeping you updated. No, I like to hear the updates because I'm not gonna watch those games. I don't keep track of them. I don't know when they're happening. So I like to hear what's going on with the team, with the club. Andrew, do you go to the Chelsea games at Stamford Bridge that are non-EPL games as well? In addition to the ones you go to that are Premier League matches? Young Chazi tofu press. Yep, I had my press out earlier. Corey winning green jackets. Cassidy, have you ever visited Red Wing? Oh yeah, I've been to Red Wing several times. The cities along the Mississippi River from Wisconsin to Minnesota are a national treasure. Yeah. Red Wing is so scenic and so charming. The last time I was in Red Wing, oh my gosh, I think it was the summer of 2021, so almost 5 years ago. Just beautiful. It's like the perfect getaway. I would say it takes maybe like an hour and a half to get down there, maybe more. But it's so charming. I love Red Wing, especially in the fall. First time I've seen one of those. Yep. If you eat tofu a lot, I would highly recommend investing in a tofu press. I've got to rest now. CL. So Hannah Mods, chat, please have a great day and night wherever you are. Thank you so much, CL. It's always great to see you, and thank you for being such a great mod. You modded out plenty of people tonight. Hi, Danielle. Hello. How are you? Coffee, I have never heard of Azusa Street, but I have been to LA. Wesley with the, ooh, you guys, that just reminded me. Wesley's Gordon emoji just reminded me. There is, oh my God, I can hardly wait. There's a new Netflix documentary on Gordon Ramsay called Being Gordon Ramsay. And I watched the trailer for it today. I freaked out. I put it in my calendar. I cannot wait. Because it goes into his, you know, how stressful his life is, his family life, his 6 kids, all of his ambitions and his background, his upbringing, all of it. I was like, ooh, the Netflix documentary that all of us needed. The Gordon documentary. I cannot wait. I think it comes out, it's like a few days after Valentine's Day. I remember thinking that. I think it's February 17 or 18. But yeah. Danielle says, doing okay today? How are you? I'm doing good. Like solid Wednesday. Nothing super crazy, pretty routine. Work was nice. Had a good phone call with a coworker. Actually had a staff meeting earlier, like right away this morning, and I found out what my next project team is gonna be. And it's actually the same people I'm working with right now, and I love my current team. So when our deputy division, like she's basically our like all of our boss, like she's the head of our division. When she announced what the teams are gonna be for future projects, I was like, oh my God, yes! I'm so happy. So I did have a good day, Danielle. It wasn't extraordinary, but it was a solid, nice Wednesday. Cassie says, I love seeing everyone in green. I know, I'm gonna keep saying this tonight and probably again on Friday, because I want members to take advantage of all the stuff that I've put on my channel for members. So literally today, I posted a members only vlog. Only members can see it. It's what I did over the Christmas weekend, the weekend like leading up to Christmas last month. So I went to sit in a live studio audience. I went to Mall of America. I went to this Basilica show with really cool lights. Yeah, like you guys, if you're members, please go watch the vlog, because yeah, I put a lot of effort into the vlogs and the members content, and I want you guys to watch it and comment. So go check that out. It's brand new as of today. Hot off the press. All right, so quinoa, I'm just gonna skim some of this foamy stuff off the top. Give it a stir. And then let this simmer for about 15 minutes. I think you can see, look at that, look how hot it is. Woo, look at that steam. Danielle, there's a lot of great content for members. I highly recommend it. Yay, thank you, Danielle. I know, I try my hardest to just keep going, like keep creating, keep posting member stuff. Because it's like, obviously, members, like you have a subscription if you're a recurring member, and I want it to be worth it for you guys. All right. Oh, hopefully it doesn't go crazy. I'm gonna give that a minute to sit. All right, quinoa, coffee. Oh, my nose is runny all of a sudden. So I really like to like prep everything the night before, so I don't have to think about it when I'm waking up and trying to get out the door for work, because my brain is not like, I feel like when I wake up it's just kind of like, oh my gosh, I'm tired. So I try to do all the prep before then, so I don't have to really think much in the morning. So one thing I like to do is just set out the vitamins that I take every morning. I've always taken my entire life, even as a kid, just to cover my bases. So I take this, it's Garden of Life organic women's multivitamin, Whole Foods multivite. It's 2 a day, and you can see there's just like literally all of these things like vitamin A, C, D, E, K, B12, that's a big one for vegans here. But yeah, so I take 2 of these every day. And what I like to do, just so that it's ready, so that I can just, you know, take one in the morning, take one at night, is I just like put them into this little dish and I just set it here in my kitchen. And then when I wake up and have my Catalina Crunch and my coffee, I'm just like, all right, take one vitamin, and then the other one is waiting for me later. All right. So what else? All right, let's pack some lunch. Medusa Street is a tourist attraction, says coffee. Have you ever been to Copper Harbor, Michigan? I've never stepped foot in Michigan, Alexander, so no. Rich, Kirby, what are your temps gonna be this weekend? Uh-oh, am I buffering? Or is that just me? It's so hard to tell. I've noticed my computer is getting a little sus. Randy, September 10. Have you watched Simon Netflix show? Nope. Oh, Cassidy, the membership content you give us, so worth it. Thank you for the feedback, Cassidy. Coffee, David Golden Eagle says awesome. Nice, David. Kirby, I just noticed the shirt. Yes. Woohoo! One of the best concerts I've ever been to in my whole life. Hella Mega Tour, August 2021. Tour dates. Hopefully you can find Minneapolis on the list. I don't know if it's orange or blue, but it was really fun. I mean, Green Day will always be my favorite band, so I was just thrilled that I got to see them live because they are just crazy talented. Young Chazi, what's on the lunch menu? Really thrilling stuff. It's gonna be some curry tofu scramble, broccoli, and like a little tahini over it. I usually don't eat a ton for lunch. I'll usually have like a big breakfast because I like having a big meal to start my day. And then I don't like to eat a lot for lunch. Otherwise, I'll have like a mid-afternoon slump where I'm like, oh God, I just want to take a nap and it's only 2 p.m. So it's really just like broccoli or pizzas or almonds, but just it's like light and snacky stuff. Wesley, oh, you couldn't donate blood because you were anemic. Dang. David Golden Eagle. Yeah, but sorry, Gordon Ramsay promoting Gordon Ramsay. No way a look at me program. I disagree. No, I think it's warranted. He's so special. Kirby. Victor Coco. 20, wow. Enjoy being indoors, Kirby. Mr. Handsome is here. Oh, she's gonna be part of Super Bowl. Oh no, am I buffering again? Ah, I hate this. If I am, I'm sorry, guys. CJ McCrae, thank you. I had to get a really cool shirt to commemorate the experience. I loved it. All right, let me give the quinoa a stir. Looking beautiful, guys. So I'm gonna cover the quinoa and let it simmer for like 15 minutes. All right, let's pack my lunch. Thanks, David. You guys should think of a trivia question that I could ask. Oh no, no! Why am I buffering? I'm so sorry, guys. Yeah, it's been buffering. Like, I always watch myself on my computer to check to see if there's technical difficulties. And now I've seen myself buffer a few times. Hannah, Kirby, and Rich are lost. And North Dakota, or Notre Dame and LSU, why? I don't know if there's any converting them. All right, so I just take my lunch in a little, but I don't want to spend my money on lunch. Alrighty, so trivia question, what will I be on Valentine's Day? Or where will I be watching? I'm so sorry, guys. I don't know why this buffering thing is happening. It's driving me crazy. I wonder if I should maybe I should try disconnecting. Disrupt it, but I hate when it's buffering. So I just disconnected from my Wi-Fi and I'm just gonna go with 5G and see if that works. You guys should tell me. Omega Supreme. Where will I be watching Super Bowl on Super Bowl Sunday? Alien set off an EMP. All right. Oh no. I'm buffering again. Oh, this is driving me crazy. It's so disruptive. Sorry, I hear my quinoa. All right. Poll question number 2 is, where will I be watching the Super Bowl? I should say guess. Guess where I will be watching the Super Bowl. Oh goodness, let me think of places. Number 2, guess where I did not say that right. Guess where I'll be watching the Super Bowl. Salman, I've disconnected from my Wi-Fi, which is sometimes the culprit. So hopefully it's better for you guys. All right, like I said before, I'm gonna steam some tasty broccoli, which I love so much. Let's see if I can get, I don't think I can get all of it in here. Dang it. There's some big old pieces. Oh, I feel like I could. Screw it. Good enough. It'll steam. It'll steam down. And then I'm just gonna cover this and steam it for maybe like 7 minutes or so. Beautiful broccoli. Apologies for all the sniffling, guys. Goodness. Let's see. 7 minutes. Those are steaming. I'll get some tofu in here. Look at this big old pan of tofu scramble. I think I made this on Monday. William Barry saying bowling alley. Coffee is asking a good question. Who can guess what that emoji is? Someone tell, someone share in the chat. Your reaction to the Bears game was the best. That was insane. Oh my gosh, I was so sad. So sad for the Bears. After Williams threw that epic Hail Mary into the end zone, which seemed absolutely impossible, given that he was like being chased down. And I think he threw an interception. Oh man, that game, it was so amazing to watch, but really painful as a Bears fan. All right, so there's the tofu element. All right. Bills game. I know, right? I thought so too. I was so sad for the Bills. Oh. All right. So then basically what happens is once the broccoli is done steaming, I'll just add it on top of these little containers, and then pop them in here. Super simple. But I like to try. Dang, you know what? I'm buffering on my end too, which sucks. I don't know if it's like a YouTube problem, honestly. Oh no, it is buffering. Shoot. Yeah, I mean, I disconnected from my Wi-Fi and now I'm on 5G and I've had issues with both sides. So either it's my device or it's YouTube. Buffalo so deserves the Super Bowl. Yeah, I am concerned that, what's his face? Josh Allen is gonna be one of those great quarterbacks that, very sad for him. Cristiano Neal. I thought my phone was wonky, but it's working now. Yeah, I think it's either my phone or YouTube. Cassidy, Cristiano, Keaton Snavely. Who was that person on your last live? That was my... This is so painful. Yeah. Dang. What if I reconnect to my Wi-Fi? Let's see. I'm rooting for you, Hannah. Yeah, I mean, it's, there's only so much you can do when you're trying to troubleshoot, and then there's still weather conditions. I didn't even think about that, although it's currently not super cold outside. Minneapolis forecast. Yeah, I mean, I was out earlier today. It's 23. That's like pretty close to melting point. It's not, I wouldn't say it's the 23 degrees outside. Shaquille Casti, all we ever hear of was Brady and Patriots. I don't want them again. I know, right? I don't want Drake May to be the Tom Brady 2.0, because man, the Patriots, my whole childhood growing up, that was just the it team. And it's great for the New England fans, but as someone who likes variety in who's at the top, I don't want it to be the Patriots again. Theobot is back. Snow is gonna be wild in the Northeast. I believe it. Yeah. See ya. I think I'm caught up. All right. Broccoli's still steaming. Mark Jag. Skol, Brian Flores. If he doesn't take head coaching job. We'll see. We will see. I feel like there was something else. I don't know. I'm blanking. Stakes is high. By the way, chat, Pats are winning it all. Just a daily reminder. Oh God, here we go. Here we go. 15 seconds left on the broccoli. Oh, this is bothering me. I know. Oh, quinoa. That's probably getting done soon. Let's see. I don't think it was anything in there. Tea. Corey Nelson says, I hate Seattle. Chip Broadhead, hello Chip Broadhead, how are you? Something I could do is go over and grab my, it's funny because I feel like I always overshoot on what I think I can do in a single live stream. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna do the quinoa, and then I'm gonna do tofu chopping, and then I'm gonna move all of this over into my living room and then have a laundry night, and it's like, no, that's not gonna happen. But I can go over and grab my laundry and maybe just start getting some of it organized over here. Is here. Have you ever felt snowflakes all the time? Because I live in the wonderful state of Minnesota. All right, I'm gonna turn this over here. Move the light, hopefully. Oh, don't you love when stuff just is not working with you? Turn this over here. And grab my laundry. And that's for the quinoa, guys. Sorry, I'll be back in just 1 minute. Alrighty, so I think I'm just gonna leave that here. And then move this back. Oh. All right, back to the kitchen. Okay. Stakes is high. I am now behind. Let's see. Theobot. Alexia, stakes is high. It's exceedingly inappropriate that Pats win fewer than 4 titles per any given 10-year span. 2 of my friends in Georgia. Looks a whole bunch like Hannah, says coffee. Zanil Insari. I think Zany Insari. Chip Broadhead, thank you. Christian Josiah, do you drink any tea? Yes, I'm drinking ginger tea right now. Too Evil to Hope, yes, that is a different part of the house, indeed. Cassidy, not Chicago or Minneapolis, what city would you love to visit or live at in the US? I wouldn't want to leave the Midwest, honestly. It would probably be like Milwaukee or Madison, Wisconsin. David is back. NC, you nailed it, Wisconsin. I didn't even see your comment, but yeah. If I couldn't live in Chicago, because I think that would be, if I couldn't live in Minneapolis, yeah, one of the two, Madison or Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Oh no, buffering again, I think. El Rulo from Odessa, Texas, hello. Different vibe, okay. So let's finish making my exciting lunch. Beetlejuice, good to see you. Happy Wednesday. Let's use the fun charred oven mitt for this. I'm gonna grab the steamed broccoli out of here. Oh no, I keep seeing the buffering and it's so infuriating. Ah, sorry for all the buffering in this second hour of the stream. I wish I could fix it, but I have tried everything I can think of. So what I'm doing is just taking broccoli florets and putting them on top of the tofu. It's just like these little compact containers that, I mean, it doesn't look like a lot, but like I said earlier, I try to keep my lunches really light. I mean, I get hungry around lunchtime, but if I eat too much at lunch, I'm gonna hit the wall at 2 p.m. and just wanna go for a nap. Big breakfast and then dinner, but lunch is usually just something to tide me over. All right. So there's that. And then let's see how many of these broccoli florets I can cram into this guy. Is Madison a college town or an actual city? Boy, I haven't been there in so long, but I think it was an actual city because my aunt and uncle lived there for a time, and my uncle is a researcher. So I feel like I just remember whenever I was there, it felt like a city. I'd have to check the population actual city. All right, so we got our broccoli and our whatever it is under there, tofu, and then after that, what I'll do to just make it tastier is I'll drizzle some amazing tahini on top and then add some salt, pepper, maybe some lemon. You're welcome, Coffee. Thanks for being here. Squirrel appreciate. I'm a big city with almost no crime. Ooh, tell me more, Cassidy. Ooh, I love cities, but man, oh, sometimes the crime is so rough. Ooh. All right, so I just love tahini so much. So I just drizzle some of this good stuff on top, and then I'll add some salt and pepper. Fort Worth, Texas. Yeah, never been to Texas, but I hear great things. Christian, I'm a tea drinker myself, multiple mugs a day. Do you drink caffeine free? So I drink coffee. Coffee is my favorite beverage. I drink 1 cup of coffee every single morning, and then I stop drinking coffee. Like, I'll drink my coffee, but my cutoff is 12 o'clock noon. And after 12 o'clock noon, then I'll switch over to tea, and I'll usually have 1 mug of tea. Buffering again, guys. Oh, I can see on my side I'm buffering. Oh my god, yes. Tahini is just amazing. All this is sesame seed paste. Oh, it's the best. Sesame seeds is the only ingredient. Inverness City with no crime. Really? I've been seeing some really rough stuff coming out of like Manchester and London in terms of like crime, violence. I'm like, ooh, tahini, I'm with it. Yes, and then I just will sprinkle some black pepper on the top. And then I'll add some salt. And then actually I have a package on the way. I just restocked some groceries that I ran out of. But in addition to like these 2 little like lunch mini bowls, I'll usually throw in a little container of like, I don't know, pumpkin seeds, almonds, like kind of like a snack item. But yeah, this is usually enough for me. So I like to just add a little bit of salt on the top. So good. I know what I was thinking of doing a little bit ago. I was gonna fix that Starbucks member emoji. That it's not looking as good as I want it to. Lee Hoffman says delicious. Yes. Yeah, I love, it's nice to not, because I don't know, I feel like some people like to have a lot for lunch. It just doesn't work for me. I don't want to have to carry a feast with me on my commute to work. And I don't want to have that post-meal slump where I still have to make it to the end of the workday and I'm just like, oh my god, all I want to do is go take a nap because of my food coma. So these I found are like, they're like little veggie tofu bowls that I just don't have I use 2 because I don't have a tall container for this bag, but I feel like this has been working good so far. So I'm gonna stick with this. And then I usually will, you know, carry my water bottle in here too. So let me add some water. Freddie is here. Hello. Oh, Jungle Thriving, you sent a floating heart. Sorry, I didn't see that right away. There have been some technical difficulties. There's been buffering tonight. And I'm gonna blame YouTube because I have been disconnecting, reconnecting to my Wi-Fi, going on to 5G, and nothing's been solving it so far, unfortunately. But thank you, Jungle Thriving. I appreciate you. Let's see. Who did oh, Bobbert. Hi, Bobbert. Welcome. Ergo Video Oasis, Brad Farrell. Sending a gift, says Jungle Thriving. Yep, got you on my shout out list. Tank or Nothing. Jeffrey Huggins. Thank you, Jeffrey. I appreciate you. Vote in the poll if you haven't already, guys. Try and guess where I will be watching the Super Bowl in a few weeks. Okay. Broccoli's done. Quinoa's done. What else is there? Kirby, thank you. Thank you for the happy poop from Bertha. I appreciate that. Got you on my shout out list. Actually, let me... Jungle Thriving, my phone's buffering. No, I think it's me because I watch myself on playback. Like I open up my live stream and watch myself in order to see if it's buffering on a second device. And if it is, I'm like buffering too. So yeah, I'm not gonna try anymore to fix it because I'm already 2 hours into this and I've tried like 5 times. I'm rooting for Sam Darnold and the Seahawks. This buffering is killing me. I'm so sorry. Mario Rojas, it you, my phone too. Jungle Thriving, I've been having bad connection all day long, even for texting and calling. Yeah, it's just, someone was saying that it was YouTube earlier, and it might be. I don't think it's, the reason why I don't think it's me is because I work from home like I'm hybrid. So sometimes I work from home and sometimes I have to commute into the office. Today was a work from home day and I have to have really good internet because if my internet isn't working here, I can't get my work done. So I was online doing work all day long and I didn't have any internet issues with work. And that leads me to believe that it's not my internet or I guess it could be my devices, but we're just gonna call it YouTube. Birch Josh, Jungle Thriving, also Birch Josh, hello. Thanks for the peace sign. I think something is wrong with the internet towers or something. Yeah, which is like, it could be all of the crazy winter weather. I mean, there are some wild snowstorm systems and deep freezing temperatures that are rolling in right around now. I mean, here in Minneapolis, we are plunging into the negative double digits starting tomorrow. So it could be the weather. I would say it's either the weather or it's YouTube. But it's okay. Nothing we haven't seen before. All right. Oh, I was gonna show you the quinoa. That was the other thing. The quinoa. Ooh, it's so pretty. All cooked. Hopefully you can kind of see the steam coming off of it a little bit. So it is still pretty hot. I'm gonna let it just cool off on the stovetop over here. Negative double digits, yeah, it's bad. If you Google the forecast for Minneapolis, I want to say it's on Friday. The high temperature of the day is -12. So bad. Jungle Thriving, I think something is wrong with the internet towers. Yes. Birch Josh, yep. 80 Ryan. Jungle Thriving, I was in Canada and it was -6. That was the coldest place I've ever been. Yeah, I mean, I would say probably up in like northern Canada. Ooh, it's like Arctic Circle Canada. Not great. Alvo Pito Mendez, yes. Fred Herbert Bale Bonds. Cool. Rich, -6 is t-shirt weather. Yeah, I mean, negative digits is, I would say it's noteworthy. Like if I see a minus in the forecast, I'm like, oh, okay. I'm paying attention. But I would say once it's minus double digits, then that's like, okay. I'm gonna have to really think about rearranging my schedule so that maybe I'm gonna run on different days where it's not gonna be so brutally cold, and yeah, ooh, it's tough. How do they keep the water running when it's that cold, -12 as the high temp? You know, I don't know the science of it, but I would just say the infrastructure here is built to withstand extreme cold temperatures. I don't know how they do it. I don't know the science. I'm not an engineer. I don't know what the technology is that keeps the water going. But the civil engineers and the scientists and all the people who build everything have figured out a way to keep us all with our running water and our hot showers. And like, I took a hot shower today after I ran outside. Nice hot water, no disruption, all my electricity. Like, internet has maybe been a little issue today, but overall internet like was able to work from home today and had no disruption. So yeah, it's a feat of the engineers and the scientists. They know how to keep stuff going when there's extreme weather outside. Thank God, because it's nice. I mean, it's easy to take for granted, but it does take effort to keep things going when the weather is so intense. Lazy roundhead, okay. Rich, Kirby, I layered up today, literally felt no cold. The Jub Monster. Don't miss the winters at all. Coldest I ever dealt with was, oh my gosh. And see, I've never dealt with anything like that. The coldest I ever dealt with was -48 with a wind chill, making it feel -62. Those types of temperatures where it's so far into the minus double digits, my thinking is like, I would be worried about exposing like my eyeballs, because honestly, it's like, you know, they're moist. There's like, you know, tear moisture, like your eyes aren't dry. So I would be worried about like my eyes freezing, honestly, in -62 degree weather. Ooh, that is crazy. Jungle Thriving, it was 82 where I am today. Corn dogs, I made some quinoa today. I also chopped up some firm tofu, and then I packed my lunch for tomorrow, which is some broccoli and curry tofu scramble with tahini. Ghazi Olker said hi. Jungle Thriving, what temperature is your house thermostat? Great question. So during the day, I prefer the thermostat to be, I would say like 71 to 73. And then when I go to sleep, the thermostat is usually at 67. I set it to either 67 or 68 degrees. I am so intrigued by cold weather places, it's totally foreign to me. Yeah, the thing is, being from here, born and raised in this stuff, and as a kid, you're accustomed to just seeing like the mountains of snow. It's just what you're used to. So you're like, well, yeah, it's eventually, like, there's gonna be a rough patch. There's gonna be at least one rough patch of the winter where there's such extreme temperatures that you should probably get your groceries taken care of and then maybe not leave your home for a day or two, or spend like very minimal time outside because you don't want to expose your skin. But for the most part, I mean, those days are so rare here. Most of the time, the winter temps are somewhere, I would say they're normally in the positives, like they're not sub-zero. And it's like anything up to 32 is freezing, but anything that's in the teens or the 20s, like, sure, it's cold, it's below freezing, but very doable. You're just gonna, if you dress well, you'll be fine. I'm guessing you guys don't have a lot of homelessness in the winter. Unfortunately, we do. Sad to say. Thank you, Maestro. Zainil Insari. Is it Zaini Insari? Sorry. Mark Liv, thank you for the 100 again. Let's see here. Jungle Thriving, can't go outside, it's so cold you'll lose your skin. I mean, in very extreme circumstances, yes. The Jub Monster, yeah, I remember having a lot of home days in the winter. Cold climate living is just a different way of life. Yep, exactly. Give yourself long enough and you'll acclimate. Agree with everything you said, the Jub Monster. Tricky Ricky, hello, I got 2 feet of snow. Ooh, I'm so jealous. Anytime people roll in here with a comment about how much snow they're getting and we didn't get any here in Minneapolis, I'm jealous. Free Thinker, yes, I'm in the United States. Thank goodness. Tricky Ricky with the Martha emojis, awesome. All right, guys, it's a little past the 2-hour mark, so I'm gonna close the poll. Vote if you have it. Mark Live says, wait, what? Kirby says, supposed to get snow on Sunday. No way. You're gonna get snow? Mark Live says, I have what? All right, guys. Jungle Thriving, I have green banana trees and no snow anywhere near me. Snow, I know. Oh, you voted, okay. I'm gonna close the poll. Kirby says yes. Oh, that's wild. I don't think of Mississippi ever getting snow. Ever, but maybe that's just incorrect. My regards, Kirby. Bridge Josh, I ski. I never learned how to snowboard, but I wouldn't mind learning it. The thing that always concerned me about snowboarding growing up is all my friends who were snowboarders eventually snapped something in their arm. Like they would come back from their snowboarding lessons or winter break and they would have like a forearm cast. Cause like when you're first learning how to snowboard, you are falling so much that you just keep like bracing yourself and falling. And I had multiple friends break, at least one bone in their arm. And I was like, yeah, I just don't want to break my arm, or have multiple breaks in my arm or arms doing snowboarding. So I just stuck with skiing because I found it easier to balance. You have something on, like your feet aren't stuck to the same board. You have 2 skis and you can ski with poles. So those can really help you from falling down. Have you seen an avalanche before? Never in real life. Nope. Cassie says, cold is also fun. Snowboarding, snowmobiling. Yes, there's so many fun things. Ice skating. Ice skating is one of my favorite things to do in cold weather. Yes. Jeffrey, oh my God. Kirby, let's see. I was gonna read the poll results. Poll question number 2, guess where I will be watching the Super Bowl? This was an easy one for you guys. I will be watching it at my parents' house. That is the traditional meeting place for the Super Bowl. So nice. 39% of you guys got that one right. We have the Jub Monster. I'm in Oregon and haven't gotten snow all winter. I miss snow, right? It's so great. Jub, that had to be magnificent and terrifying. Avalanches are crazy. Yeah, I don't ever want to be anywhere near a real avalanche. They look absolutely terrifying. Birch Josh says, yeah, you fall a lot as a beginner. Oh, what will Bertha and Tay do in the snow? Rich, that's such a cute question. Ben Knight, hello. It's insane how poor Britain is with dealing with weather. The idea of a hurricane and a foot of snow is alien to us. We do have, granted, the United States is huge and there's just different weather patterns based on the different geographical areas. So yeah, there's like Tornado Alley, there's crazy snowstorms, there's hurricanes down in Florida and the Gulf area, there's earthquakes in California. It's just, literally speaking, it comes with the territory because, let's just Google this. How many times larger is the USA than the UK? I should say by land area, not population, by land mass. The USA is roughly 40 to 47 times larger than the UK by total area. So it's like, it's just when you have such a large country, there's gonna be, there's gonna be more variability in the weather patterns. Oh my gosh. All right, what are people saying here? Crypto, we got E-Spirit. I made my own perfume. Cool. The Jub Monster. Hella ice fishing going on, especially if there's lakes and ponds. Oh yeah, there's ice fishers here in Minneapolis on the lakes we've got here. We have Mortis Blanco. Chris Newton. Ben Knight. Americans think because I'm an hour away from London, I'm from London. Yeah, I mean, when there's a big metro area, it's just, I tend to lump people into that metro area. For example, my aunt and uncle, who are in this cute Christmas card photo, they live maybe 30 to 40 minutes north of the metro. And I'm like, oh, they're in the Twin Cities. They're in the Minneapolis metro area. But maybe by UK standards, you wouldn't say that. Then I have to remember, you guys consider yes, yep. For me, a long car ride is 6 hours. Because growing up, my family did a bunch of road trips, Ben. And I grew up right in the suburb, like around Minneapolis in the suburbs. And we would do road trips up north to Duluth, which is like a beautiful harbor town close to Canada on Lake Superior, and that's a 3-hour drive. And to me, that was so routine going up north to Duluth. We'd go east to Wisconsin because we had a cabin. We'd visit out there. So it's like those both directions. It was like going north is about 3 hours, going east is about 3 hours. And so that was kind of like the usual time for getting to those destinations. And then Chicago was more of a big trip. And we didn't go to Chicago as often because it wasn't as close. But we would drive to Chicago every time we went there. And that drive is about 6 hours. So to me, I was like, well, wow, it's 2 times the road trip length of getting to Duluth or to Wisconsin. It takes 6 hours, not 3 hours to get to Chicago. So yeah, my benchmark for a long road trip is anything over 6 hours. Jody Hardy says Sweet Home Alabama. The Jub Monster Jungle, if I wasn't like a mile away from it, I would have been so terrified of that avalanche. Oh yeah, I have heard so many things about how dangerous those things are. Biloxi, I'll film it, says Kirby. Jungle Thriving, I'm so glad that you made it out of that situation. Ooh, being outside during a hurricane. Yeah, Kirby, you should film the snow. I want to see this. I just assumed Mississippi never got snow. It just seemed too far south. Mordis, Biloxi is awesome. I live on a beach. Alabama needs an NFL team. I think that'd be cool. You could say the same for the Dakotas or Iowa. They're the poor Midwestern states that don't have teams. Or Nebraska or Arkansas. I mean, I'm thinking just this kind of region. Yeah. Birch Josh, I did Arizona. Ben says, I visited my friend from Pennsylvania and he wanted to take me to New York for the day. I literally packed a bag. Never seen snow like it either. It's so funny. It's so funny just our assumptions and what shocks us versus what we're so desensitized to based on where we grow up. The Jub Monster Hurricanes sound terrifying to me. I've never witnessed. Oh, cute. Gotcha. I love it when I have time to quick snap a picture of the donos. Slim Pickens, thank you so much for the happy poop. Jub Monster has never witnessed. Yeah, I don't want to ever be within viewing distance of a hurricane. Never in my freaking life. That just watching footage of tornadoes, of hurricanes is so stressful to watch, like when you can see how close it is, and then you can see like the coastal buildings and these like homes that are right there, and I'm like, oh my God. I'm getting stressed out just watching this from my comfy home in Minnesota. These poor people who are, well, poor people, but also like some of these, I'm just like, what are you doing? Like, why are you there filming this? Like, get out of town, please. Oh, it's so stressful. All right, Slim Pickens, I gotta make sure to get you on my list. Morty Splanco says, take the Saints. Cassidy says, you can have palm trees to igloo in the winter. Yes, I know, Cassidy, honestly, there are times where I forget just how massive the United States is. And something that I think a lot of Americans get criticized for is that a lot of Americans don't travel abroad. But when you think about the size of the United States, it is so massive that traveling within the country is like the distances, the amount of like time it takes to get places is the equivalent of crossing like half of Europe. Because some countries in Europe, you can, I mean, they're like, they're like so small. I think about like whenever, because I've traveled through Europe on train, on buses, in a car, in a rental. And I just remember it's like, oh, okay, there went that country, like bye. Like here we are in a brand new foreign country, like new language. It completely is different here. You notice the change so quickly and you're like, that took no time to get to this country from the last one. So yeah, the USA is massive and I love it. Murdis, Birch, Josh, I did Arizona to Washington in a day and a half. Wow, that is impressive. That sounds really fun, actually. Blonde. All right, Rams. Jungle Thriving. I wasn't outside for fun, but my neighbor was a little old lady. Oh no. Oh no. I'm glad you saved her. And I'm glad that you also made it out okay. Jungle Thriving. Jeff Franks, believe it or not, I get that a lot on here. Stakes is high, like I was thinking Andorra, Liechtenstein, Luxembourg is pretty small, Slovenia is pretty small. Those are the like really tiny ones I can think of. Switzerland is pretty small when you look at the map, but it's just, yeah, you can breeze through, like coming from where I come from, Midwest of the United States, my threshold for a long car trip is 6 hours. Like you can cross so many countries in Europe in 6 hours. It's wild. Frank is here, got a brand new cell phone. Nice. Ben is saying, well, your country is like 20 different countries. It could be, I could be in France in 2 hours. Yeah, I know. That's like what I was saying. Like, I'm so used to being on the road for many hours to get places, especially in the Midwest when like I would say cities are just more spread out compared to New England. Yeah, you can cover so many countries in Europe if you're willing to drive a few hours. She was driving a Chevy Caprice and it was taking on water quick. Ooh, Sender V, oh no. I might move to Greenland, oh God. The Joe Monster water check, y'all drink some water today. Lots. Mr. Nate, Keaton, I had a good day. How about you? Birch Josh, Mario, Nebraska question mark. Wow, interior Arkansas to Seattle in 4 days. All right, Cassidy, from Maine to Arizona, culture will change so much. It's so beautiful. Yes, it is, Cassidy. It's so nice. Aloha Gulf Gulf Island rock. Frank, I had a lovely New Year's. Thanks for asking. So far, so good. Nice wavy hair, says Salman. Hurley, New England is the best. Gulf Island rock. Cosborn, you made it. You made it right at the very end. White Lightning, Hannah, will you move to Greenland? It's the same weather. No, I'm staying put here in Minnesota. Ben, have you ever traveled to the UK before? Yes, I've been to the UK twice. There is a different accent every 30 minutes you drive. It even baffles me. Yeah, I can't place British accents. I mean, I can pick out a Scottish accent. I can pick out an Irish accent. I can pick out like a liver accent, like the way Paul Hollywood talks on the Great British Baking Show. And I can pick out like the really posh accents that like the royal family speaks with. But other than that, like Cockney, sure, I can hear that. But in terms of like understanding where these accents come from, like I've never been good at the map of the UK, knowing where cities are. But I do love the UK. It's an interesting place. Burge Josh, 3 hours to Phoenix just for sushi and drive back. I see the Adidas Superstar is back there. Any Jordans? No, I don't think I've ever owned Jordans in my life. Christian Josiah, it was nice meeting you. You'll be hearing from me more since I'm new here. Awesome. Well, since you're new, I feel like I should say what my live stream schedule is. I go live 4 nights a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday, every other day starting Monday at 8 p.m. Central Time, United States. And then I also will throw in some Saturday pop-up live streams. Those are kind of like TBD based on my schedule. Sometimes I can, sometimes I can't on Saturdays. But my regular live stream schedule is Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday at 8 p.m. Central Time. Chars 2.0, that was you about the Jordans, Gulf Island Rock, Mr. Whippersnapper, vegan cheeseburgers, yes. James Brown, Keaton, Egg Shen, awesome. Cool, thank you Gulf Island Rock. She's the coolest, says Cosmore. Thank you, Mr. Gator, Hardeep Singh. We got people rolling in right at the end here, I love it. I'm gonna say thank you to my donos tonight. So there was a super chat from DG, and then there were gifts from Mark Live, Jungle Thriving, Kirby, and Slim Pickens. I actually have Mark Live on here twice. So thank you guys for donating. CL Hinton was here earlier moderating. That was awesome. New member emoji. It's the Starbucks logo. I'm gonna fix it though so the white background shows up behind the like siren mermaid image. It didn't upload correctly. And I wanna say this here, quick plug. All of you in green, I'm talking to you. All of you, if your name is in green and you've got a star badge next to your name, it means that you're a channel member. I just posted a members only video on my channel today. It's this like sneak peek about, not really a sneak peek, but it's this from the vault, what I did over the weekend before Christmas. And I had all these Christmas outings and I decided to make it into a members only video. It's about 10 minutes long. So if you want to check out a members only video and you are in green and you're a member, go check it out because it's waiting there for you to watch. Joe is here, Joe Sensei. Thank you for the party hat gift. Feeling good, Kurt. I'm wrapping up this live stream. You stream for the NFC Sunday night game? Yes, I'm planning to be on live during that game. Yes, Eggshen. Ben says, will say to the newbies, this is a great channel to follow. I just have to be up at 4 a.m. to watch. Ooh, oh no. Ben, that is the benefit of the Saturday pop-up live stream. Is the reason why I like to do those ones is because I go live earlier on Saturdays, like it's usually my afternoon, late morning to afternoon here, which is early evening for you for people who watch over in the UK or in Europe. Because I know that these evening live stream times are like pretty late into the wee hours of the morning for you guys over there. So yeah, feel free to check out the Saturday pop-up live streams. If you've got your notifications on, then you'll get the notification on Saturdays. Stakes is high, Mr. Gator. I wanted to thank you. Well, thanks, Mr. Gator, for being here. Scroll through live streams at night and only stop at the ones I think are interesting. Thanks. I'm glad you stopped to Gulf Island Rock. I appreciate it. Let's see here. Very wholesome, great atmosphere. Follow if you don't already. Also, yes, Ben Knight. I keep it clean on here. I don't swear. I like to say that you could watch any of my live streams or any of my uploads at work in front of young children. You could watch it at church. Like, I'm not doing anything crazy, anything inappropriate, anything beyond what I would rate like PG. I know you probably have different ratings over in the UK, but like the type of family friendly, no craziness that I'm going for, I would say that my content could be put on Disney, like could be on Disney Plus or Disney Channel. Like, there's nothing crazy going on here. Hardeep Singh, Cosborn, more Rachel. Yes, see you later, young Chazi. Thanks for being here. Keaton. Oh yeah, White Lightning. I saw Josh Allen crying and my heart broke a little. It was so sad. You're on Eastern time for, okay, that was Keaton Maverick. New to the channel. Awesome, you're from England. Cool, living stateside. I'm doing good. I'm glad you're new to the channel. Welcome. I go live 4 nights a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday at 8 p.m. Central Time. Only been here for 6 months. Oh, wow. I hope it's been a good transition for you. Have a great night. The Jub Monster, great chatting with you. Cosborn, Hannah doesn't mess around. Yeah, I mean, I'm not trying to do anything questionable on here. Egg Shen got home late, checking in though. Nice. Super Bowl, yes, I'm rooting for the Seattle Seahawks. SQ3LP. Casty, hope you had a great 3-day weekend. Yes. Oh, yes. Did you enjoy Vlogmas? Yes, I did. I mean, Livemas. It was really fun, and 3-day weekend was so relaxing this past weekend. I wish I had another one this weekend, but oh well. Kelly Kotivin, Nick, doing great. Sia Stakes is high. Angel Lopez, Frank, it's been snowing up there. Yeah, we've been getting a lot of snow too. Reminder, everybody, that my next live stream is this Friday night at 8 p.m. Central Time, USA. So just if you're not in the Central Time Zone of the United States, figure out what the time difference is, and then hopefully tune in on Friday. I can't decide if I'm going to be in my kitchen or if I'm going to be just chilling on my couch. Probably just chilling on my couch because it's Friday. Angel Lopez, yes, I mixed. Ben says, you would be the correct person to make famous. Sorry for spamming. No, you're not spamming. You're being very kind. I don't consider, like, no. I think we all know what spamming is. You are not spamming, Ben. Sorry for spamming. Some of the rubbish you see on here is insane. Yeah, I mean, it's the internet, so you're gonna get pretty much everything. You've got a positive agenda and it's commendable. I may even give football a go. Nice. Do it, Ben. I appreciate it. I appreciate the positive comments and the feedback. Thank you. Cosmorn is saying Josh Allen cried because he wasn't Burrow, but then Burrow cried because he was a Bengal. Honestly, ooh, I want Josh Allen to get a Super Bowl win, but it's like the clock is ticking now. It's been so many years that they just, you know, they've crashed out of the playoffs. Have a good night, Egshen, LMAO Cosborn, Kirby, good night. Thank you for the happy poop earlier. Marco Glazer, thank you. You just made it at the end. Burrow is made out of glass. Let's see. I'm doing good, Marco Glazer. About to hop off here, but so glad you're here. And I'll say it one final time before I leave. I posted a members only video on my channel. It's called From the Vault Christmas 2025. And it's this 10-minute vlog where I include all of these Christmas outings that I did the weekend before Christmas last month. Only members can see this video. So all of you, I'm looking at all of you that have your name in green and a star badge. I posted that video today and I would love for you all to check it out if you're a member. Eli, you made it. All these, it's so funny. This is such a Minnesota goodbye. It's like, all right, I'm going, and then more people come, and then and funny enough, my glitching has gone away. My buffering has gone away. Kirby says he's following the Andrew Luck path. No. Ben says I watched the Dolphins play at the Tottenham Stadium. Ooh, the games take forever. That is something that I don't like about American football, and I love about football, like English Premier League football, World Cup football, FIFA football, Cristiano football. It's a 90-minute game, and there's a halftime, but there's no, yeah. Like American football games, I usually will block out 3 hours on my calendar if I know I'm gonna like tune into a football game. And when I think about how long it takes for a 90-minute FIFA soccer football game to happen, I'm like, this is ridiculous. Also, Eli, thank you, keeping me here a little bit longer. Let me get a screenshot. Yes, okay, got you. Let me make sure to reply before I get timed out. Reply. You made it just in the nick of time. Oh shoot, dang it. Yay, thank you. I'm glad you could make tonight's live stream just in the nick of time. Happy hump day. Miss Hannah Sia Cosborn, Marco Glazer says, I'll check it out. Amazing. Good night. Cassidy, excited for Friday's live. Yes, me too. All right, let me make sure to get Eli on my list, although I don't really need your handle anymore. I know you as Big Tex 173. Sue. Yes, legend. Also Marco, since you're a member in green, take advantage of the member emojis, because guess who I've got as one of my member emojis? This guy, my favorite footballer of all time. Brian, Eli says dream big, Rich. All right, HF. And I think I'm just about caught up. Lol. Yeah, Cristiano CR7. He's the GOAT forever. All right. I gotta get going, guys. Oh, because I gotta work tomorrow. Don't we all? Alrighty, I'm gonna sign off, but I will see you guys in 2 days, 2 nights. I'll be going live on Friday at 8 p.m. Central Time. Bye, Brian. Bye, Steak Society. You too, Marco. I'll see hopefully a lot of you on Friday night, 8 p.m. Central Time. And in the meantime, you should check out the members only video that I posted of my Christmas adventures from last month. And with that, I'll say goodnight. Take care, everybody. See you on Friday. Bye.